What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Budget Battles. It's been a while since the last episode, but today we are joined by Josh Medley.
Hey guys, I'm so glad Budget Battles is back, and thank you so much to Josh for having me on the channel. Not only is it going to be a Budget Battles, it's also going to be a battle of the Joshes, so let's see who comes out on top.
Josh is new to Sorare content creation, so let's all welcome him by dropping him a sub. The link is in the description down below. Let's get on with the Budget Battles for today. So it's been a while since we've done Budget Battles, so I'm going to run you guys through the rules for those of you guys that might have forgot. So kicking things off, of course, we have to agree on the competition and the budget that we'll be playing in the video today. One of the competitors will choose the competition, the other will choose the budget. Secondly, we will complete the lineup phase incognito. The reason for this is just to create the suspense over the weekend, and of course then we'll reveal to each other who we have, and it just creates that whole sort of I guess the unknowing and suspense for the video. And last but not least, a player, whoever loses, will have to give away a player from their lineup today. With that being said, if you guys want to get involved in the giveaway, then of course remember to follow me on Twitter and have a little look to see how you can enter the giveaway for the card that we'll be giving away today. And also please do note, guys, the collection bonus and also XP bonus will not be counted for this competition today. Okay, so we are ready to agree on our competition and our budget, and for our sort of reunion back to Budget Battles, I've decided that I am going to go ahead and pick the budget for today, and I'm going to go with £20 budget, and Josh, I'm going to let you pick the competition for today.
So, I was debating between a couple of competitions, because as you know, lots of leagues are back with the in-seasons, but I reckon the league I've settled on is we're going to go for one of the new in-season competitions. We're going to go for the Eredivisie for our £20 budget for this challenge.
Okay, so let's build that squad, shall we? Now, I'll kick off this segment by saying I don't think I barely ever watch any Eredivisie, so I am going to be, you know, if you're watching this and you're Dutch or you're an Eredivisie fan and you're crying your eyes out at some of my picks, then I'll just hold my hands up and say fair play. I'm not great with anything that isn't champion, to be honest, so I'm not exactly confident, but of course it's all just a bit of fun, so let's see how well we do. And we're kicking things off with the Groningen goalkeeper. I will also say I'm horrible at pronouncing names and things like that, so if I say anything wrong, I apologise. But yeah, we're going to go with the Groningen goalkeeper, and the reason for that is, of course, we have a £20 budget, and this, as you can see, is an in-season card, which he's the backup goalkeeper, but he's playing this game because I think the main goalkeeper's suspended or something, so we actually managed to get him super cheap, which then allowed us, to get a good outfielder classic card, which of course I'll show you guys next, is going to be Anel Hamidozovic. I don't know how you say his name. Like I said, I'm horrible at pronouncing names. I did actually see this man play for Sheffield when he was in the Championship, and of course he's at Feyenoord now, so yeah, going to be our captain and definitely the best player in our team because, of course, playing for Feyenoord, they are away from home, so, you know, who knows, but obviously looking at his scores previously, I mean, he got an assist in the last game, but even without the assist, 20 AA, conceding obviously a lot of goals, but still scoring very well, and you can see here, obviously they got a clean sheet, and he got, you know, 88 points. So yeah, it looks like he's good for at least 60. Obviously, fingers crossed. Hopefully, he does that and doesn't let us down. And then the other addition to the side is Wouter Prins, and that is purely because we have the goalkeeper from Groningen. I will say Groningen's match against Heerenveen, like, I mean, they're not that good, but it could have been a worse fixture, and obviously the Feyenoord fixture is very favourable. And then our last two positions, so I'll throw these guys in. Our last two positions are both from NAC, who are playing against Fortuna Sittard, who don't look that good in my opinion. Again, I haven't watched any of the games, just on paper they don't look that good, so it should be a 50-50 game. Hopefully NAC are at home and they do well, and it's kind of a game that, from my understanding, that they kind of need to win this game, hence why I've picked up both of their wide players here. You can see here we have Talaviti, if that's his name, and Nasso. I believe they're both their wide players, of course, both youngsters, so hopefully they get the AA. And yeah, to be honest, I'm captaining Anel and really praying for a Feyenoord clinic. And then yeah, so don't get me wrong, Prince, the goalkeeper, I'm really not expecting much. Anel hopefully carries, and then hopefully NAC have a good game. So you can kind of see the strategy I've went with here, and yeah, let's see what Sorare Josh has to build, and let's see if he can do a better job than I can. And just quickly before I go, I forgot to add, just showing you guys how much I paid for everything. So you can see here, I deposited £20, got Prince for £1.85, the goalkeeper for £3.27, the wide player for £4.65, Nasso for £5.45, and you can see just under my webcam there, Anel Classic we bought for £4.31. So all in all, the squad cost £19.53. If you are new to Sorare and you want to support a small creator in myself, then I would really appreciate if you use my link in the description down below to sign up. And of course, you'll receive all the best referral / welcome bonuses using the link down below in the description. Thank you.
Yes, guys, that means it's my turn to try and build a lineup within the £20 budget that Josh set. I picked the competition in the Eredivisie, and I didn't quite realise how difficult it was going to be with the budget and a new in-season competition. As you can see on the screen, the fixtures for the weekend are in front of me, and there are some cracking fixtures in there against some teams that struggled last weekend. So I've gone ahead, I've picked a lineup, and I think this will give Josh a good run for his money. So let's jump straight into it. Our goalkeeper starting out, Matthias Brandhorst for Fortuna. They have a fantastic matchup away at Breda, who lost 2-0 last weekend, and he did keep a clean sheet against them last time when they played. Got a massive score of 83, and they give him a B rating for the weekend, but I think he could be a great option, and we have gone ahead and picked up his classic card. And the classic card was something that I was really looking to utilise in the goalkeeper position to be able to have some good outfield players. So what we've done is we've gone ahead and picked him up. He costs us £3.77, but I do think he could have a good game this weekend like he did against them last time, and that's why I'm going to partner him up with Justin Hubner, an Indonesian international who has just joined into the Eredivisie, and he scored a monster 76 last week with great AA. Look at the passing, the defending. He was fantastic in a 2-2 draw. So this week, hopefully away in a good matchup, I'm hoping he can match that standard and play really well for the under 21-year-old international. Now, weirdly, we did pay the exact same price for him as we did for Brandhorst at £3.77. So that's great for us, and that is some more of the budget used. We're then going to move into a different team now. We're going to come across to Zwolle, and we are going to be using Oosting. And last weekend, he did score for Zwolle, and I think that he could have a really, really good season for them. They give him an E matchup, and I don't think that's quite right. They are playing Telstar away, and I do think that this matchup could be great for them. Telstar lost last weekend, and I do think that him in this centre attacker midfielder spot could be great for us. Now, we managed to pick him up for a really, really good price for a centre attacking midfielder, £3.09, and he comes in even cheaper than the defenders. Now, I know when we look back at his scores here, didn't always score fantastically, but I do think with the player we've partnered him up with, that this could be a really good player to have in our team. And we have partnered him up with Kai De Roy. And now, last weekend, playing FC Twente, maybe they wasn't expected to win, but they did manage to get a 1-0 victory. And without scoring, he got 56 AA. 35 base score. He managed to get himself 21 AA, possession, passing, and he did even have a big chance missed as well. So if he would have converted that, it would have been a fantastic weekend. But I do think in a good matchup like this, linking up with Oosting for us for Zwolle, this could be a really good partnership, and I'm hoping that they can manage to combine for a goal and an assist, possibly. We managed to pay for him for a forward card, £3.80, and that left us with a little bit more to play with for the last player, and we have gone with someone with a super matchup, and we have gone with NEC's Dirk Proper. He is going to be coming in for us in our extra spot. Scored last week in a victory. They won 5-0 against Excelsior. Fantastic result for them, putting them second to only PSV. And I think that if he can have another performance like this against Hercules, who lost 4-0, I think he could be a really good player for us. These scores here, doesn't always score the best, but he can pick us up a nice few points along the way. And as you can see, we managed to pick Dirk Proper up for £4.51. So we have actually managed to come under budget for our squad. And that has managed to come out with here looking the squad like this. So Brand also give a B matchup, Hubner D, Oosting E, D and D again. And we have gone with the captain of Kai De Roy, forward player for Zwolle. I think he could have a fantastic weekend, and being our captain, getting us some extra points. Hopefully he can rack up that AA. But this team came in at a cost of £18.94. So we are £1.06 under budget. I stretched it as far as I could and picked the best matchups that I could as well. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this team gets on.
If you guys want to help and support me create more videos like this one for you guys to enjoy, then I would really appreciate if you became a member using the link down below in the description.
Just watched the NAC boys play and one of my lads scored. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's enough to beat Josh. Let's see how he got on this weekend.
So it has been the weekend and the Premier League is back, so I've been watching loads of football. Unfortunately, Newcastle drew 0-0 and my other Bournemouth sack didn't do too well. But yeah, apart from my not the best weekend, although I did hit some streaks. Josh, how did you get on, mate? How was the weekend?
My weekend was pretty decent. Opposite side of yours, my Liverpool stack did manage to get me that first Premier League streak, so I'm quite happy with that. But Liverpool winning on Friday always makes the weekend easier when you can watch everyone else knowing you've already got 3 points.
Yeah, nice. I did manage to hit the streak, but it was sort of like I think my highest score was like 400, so I just made it, but yeah, could have been better, could have been worse. Let's get on to the results of the budget battle. So the results are in, and I won't lie, my squad done pretty decent, and of course me and Josh are gonna reveal to each other one by one just how well we did get on. Just before we get into it, Josh, how do you think the squad went in general? Are you happy, sad? What do you think?
The squad, I would say average at best would be the main thing. I would say 3 yellow cards out of 5 players, and that is where I'll leave it for now.
Okay, all right. So your players are getting stuck in. All right. So I'm gonna kick things off here, and I'm gonna give you my 2 lowest scores, and then I'll throw it over to you, and you can let me know your 2 lowest scores. And I'll kick things off with actually my defender and my goalkeeper. I did, or for those of you guys that know me, you know I love to stack from the same team, and unfortunately the team did concede. I had Groningen and they won the game 2-1. However, obviously they did concede, so the defensive stack didn't work out exactly how I planned. However, the goalkeeper managed to pick himself up 50 points, which is not bad for a keeper, to be fair. However, the fullback only picked up 27 points. So, with my goalkeeper and defender, I am on a score of 77 points.
So, my extra is my worst scoring player and my defender. Now, they are from 2 different teams. So I had that same of idea as you, as to stack in from the back. We love that defensive stack. But my extra player was Tinnis Oosting from Zwolle, and he only managed to score me 26 points in a 2-0 victory as centre attacking midfielder, which is not ideal. We have then got our second lowest scorer was Justin Hubner from Fortuna, and he only scored me 27 points. So I'm on the back foot after the first 2 players on a score of 53.
Okay, brilliant. So, well, good news for me. I'm at a slight advantage after the first 2 then. However, my next player is in my extra position, and he is my captain. And I've gone with, I'll try and say his name, but God, Anel Amazevovic or something like that. He's the Feyenoord centre-half who used to play for Sheffield. And yeah, he picked himself up. Obviously, Feyenoord did concede as well, so the plan didn't really go to plan, and he picked himself up 51 points, which is actually a pretty low score for him. He was my classic card, so I was hoping that he would be able to do something. But yeah, he only scored 51, and of course he was my captain, so we add the bonus of 25.5 because obviously 50% bonus for the captain. So yeah, he managed to score himself 76.5. So after 3 scores, I am on 153.5. However, I've used my captain.
So my third worst scoring player was in fact my goalkeeper for Fortuna. Partnered him up with a centre-back. They conceded 2 goals. I thought they had a great matchup, but it turns out that I wasn't so right. He managed to score me 38 points, which means after 3 players, I'm only on 91, and it's starting to sound a little bit like I might be cooked.
91 points. However, I don't think you've used your captain yet, and because you are trailing behind, I'm gonna allow you to then reveal your next player to catch up.
Lovely. So, midfielder-wise, I went with NEC. They had a fantastic game. They won 4-1. They are on absolute fire. Dirk Proper decided he wanted to pick up a yellow card and only got me 46 points when everyone around him scored greatly. So after my 4th player, I am on 137 points.
137. Okay. So I'll reveal my 4th player then. I did actually go with a player from NAC, so not NEC, NAC, and they were playing Fortuna, which I believe was one of your players was from there.
Yep.
And yeah, I actually picked up the midfielder Mohamed Nasso, who didn't get a decisive action, however was an AA machine and picked himself up 76 points, which is a crazy great score, and obviously I wish I captained him now looking back on it. However, yeah, after 4 of my players, I'm on a grand total of 229.5 points. So yeah, I'll let you round off your squad.
So let's round off the squad. This was my best scoring player, and to be fair, the rest of the squad did not help him at all. But Kai De Roy from Zwolle managed to get me 75. He got 2 assists. He was my captain as well. So with that bonus, he got 112.5, which puts my squad total to 249.5. So unless your last player is a DMP, then this video is over for me.
Oh wow, okay, so looks like I've managed to win then, because my forward player was also from NAC, and he did actually manage to get a decisive action, and he managed to pick up a goal, and yeah, he scored the first goal of the game, which was great, and scored a total of 86 points, which leads me to a grand total of 315.5 points. So yeah, had a great weekend, and yeah, I guess the yellow cards didn't help you out too much there.
No, the yellow cards and just the general squad itself. The striker was great, and if I could have him again, if I could go back and probably do my picks again, I think I probably would.
Yeah, and I think, do you know what was crazy for me this weekend is my 3 worst players played their games first, so obviously I was thinking, okay, we're not on for a great weekend, and I think the final match of the Eredivisie this week was NAC, and obviously my best 2 scorers, they got a decisive and a great AA performance. So
Living the dream.
yeah, literally the last game just sort of came from behind and managed to pick it up. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna have to spin that wheel for Josh. Okay, so we are back, and this is Josh's team, and I have loaded up the wheel with all of the names on there. And of course, if you guys want to, have a chance to enter this giveaway to win one of these cards, of course, we're going to decide which one in a second. Then, of course, remember to follow me on Twitter, and I will post the tweet on how to enter the giveaway tomorrow after you see this video. So yeah, make sure you go on my Twitter, drop me a follow, and maybe refresh the tweets tomorrow, and you'll see how you can win yourself one of these cards. With that being said, Josh, is there any card in particular that you don't want to lose?
You know what? They all didn't perform greatly for me, so they can all go anyway.
Yeah.
But I think Dirk Proper is the most expensive. However, for someone, if you don't play Eredivisie in season, I think this is chance to be able to get into it. Get this card, build yourself a cheap lineup like we've done, and see if you can hit some of them streaks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so obviously if you guys do manage to win one of these cards, then yeah, you could build a little squad and hit the streak, which I don't know if I said in the video, but I did actually manage to hit the streak with my squad this week, so happy days, there you go. So we're spinning the wheel, and Oh, it's gonna. You know what? That's kind of harsh because it is the player that you did captain, the man that got 2 assists, and
The
will
only man
be
who did something for me.
yeah, the only one that did anything is the man we're gonna give away, which is, I guess, a bit unfortunate, but of course it gives you guys an opportunity to earn a good card and get into the Eredivisie competition yourself. Of course, like I said, if you do want to be involved in the giveaway to enter a chance to win a Cadge de Rouge, then be sure to follow me on Twitter. The link will be found in the description down below. So there you have it then, guys. There is a brand new episode of Budget Battles finished for you lot. And of course, massive shout out to Josh Medley. Of course, we had so much fun recording this one, sitting, chatting, all things Sorare and YouTube. It was great to collaborate with another content creator in the space. With that being said, if there is any content creators you guys are watching and you want to see involved in this series, then tag them on Twitter or in this video, the comments, or let me know who it is, and maybe I can get in touch with them to see if they'd like to make a video in the future. If you guys did enjoy, please remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. We'll catch you guys in a future video. Peace.